Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Kevtendo and today I'm going to be showing you guys the two new monsters I added to the Draw RPG fun little project I just do on my own time. I also updated some of the status effects and stuff too. Like if you go over here to the wolf, you can see I changed the bleed effect. Do I have the old bleed effect? Yeah. So here's the old bleed effect right there. The little, let me get my marker out. Oh, I don't have that. Oh, geez. I don't have that layer anymore. I need a red. That'll do. Yeah. So here's the old bleed effect right here. That's just the old one, but I thought, I could do better, especially if I thought about adding like a vampire kind of class later. I kind of want something a little more that looks more vampiric, I guess. So I went over here and I added the teeth, the like little fangs with like the little like blood droplets right there, just to show that it's like a bleed effect, and that because that's supposed to work in with the vampire skills or whatever. I also added this little spectral effect. I changed the color because I mentioned it in the last one, which is Carl R, where because he's like spectral, you can't hit him with like physical attacks, which is just this thing right here. You can't hit him with physical attacks, which is why his defense is like a question mark. So you can only hit him with like magic to do damage to him. How much health do I give him? 8. Yeah, that's good enough. I went through and added the bleed effect to the woof over there. I still got to work on the like little speed effect. Did I do anything else? No, I think that was it for those effects I worked on. But again, I added these two new monsters over here. One is the Mimic, which I've been wanting to add like an actual monster to fight for if you go to open up a chest and you like roll to see, you know, do you get gold out of it or does it end up being a Mimic or whatever? And I'm thinking instead of rolling, I would just like fill up like a bunch of cards. Like I would make a card like, you know, one that's like, all right, here's, you get gold +1 on this card. And then the other card would be like, you know, 2 gold or whatever. Like you got 2 gold and then it would be like it would be like a pile of them for like if you're getting more, you know, 4 and plus, you know, 10 or whatever. But one of the cards that would be inside of that like little stack of cards, because you just draw out of the cards, would be, I'm trying to erase everything there. There we go. Would just be like a Mimic card. So like you wouldn't know what you were drawing until you drew the card and flipped it over. So you could get gold or it could be this Mimic card and you have to fight it. The other one is the Stone Golem, which was actually the first picture I drew when I got my iPad. I'll go through and I'll do like a little time lapse showing you guys the creation of them in a little bit. But yeah, this was like the first picture I drew on my iPad because it was one of the monsters I wanted to add, and I really like how he turned out. What was it? For a long time my favorite monster was the Giblin. But now I think I like the Stone Golem. But oh, it looks like I missed something right there on his foot. All right, you didn't see this. Okay, we're good. You didn't see that. Yeah, so these are the two new monsters I added. I was trying to think of an effect for him, which was like Super Guard, where if he landed like a critical hit or something, depending on how I do like monster attacks or something, if he does that, then he gets a Super Guard, which just blocks all damage on the next turn, whether it's physical damage or it's like magical damage. He'll just block anything on the next turn if he triggers his monster ability or whatever. And the Mimic, I gotta figure out what the Mimic ability is. I guess I'd have to think back on like what was the gold cost, and I think I might make them tougher just because I want it to be like something you don't want. I don't want it to be a thing of like, hey, let's farm chests and then so like we could fight Mimics because they give more gold than any of the other rewards in the chest or something, and then people just like work towards like farming chests so that they could, you know, fight the Mimic and get more gold. I want it to be like something you don't want to get. But yeah, so I don't know, I might work on that later. And I think that's about it here, but we will go ahead and it'll take a few steps because for the Golem here, I kind of like finished and updated him on this layer, but we'll go back to the original. So the Golem, we go all the way down here. You can see it's the very first picture I did. We'll go ahead, hit a time-lapse replay. I'm pretty sure I showed this when I first started doing these videos, but go ahead and do the time-lapse replay. So I started drawing like the slime a couple of times actually. What was that? Oh, that's the wolf, because it's turned this way. Ooh, it's turned that way. I was working on the wolf. That's why that was that way. Well, I drew a face. I was just drawing eyes because again, it was my first day with the iPad, so I was just like practicing drawing. Let's go ahead and skip ahead. Yeah. What happened there? Oh, I was trying with the different brushes. That looks kind of nice. Huh. Got some nice looking brushes on this. All right. Oh, here's the golem. Here's where I was starting with the golem. So I started with like a box head. I drew like a little cape that was supposed to be on him. I ended up not going with it. Then I ended up making him round. He was kind of thin. He looks a lot more agile that way. I haven't done this in so long, and I was working on like his body. I think I might like his legs a little better that way. It looks a bit more robotic, but it looks like he's wearing a diaper. But yeah, so I worked here drawing on him, tried giving him like a little cloak thing. He was just supposed to be like this like kind of ruin type guardian or whatever. Yeah, I did kind of look like a diaper, and then I ended up changing it. I was just doing like rough drafts here. Oh, I don't remember doing the belt option. Maybe I took that away because I felt like that kind of took away from the rest of his body, which is kind of simple shape. So I think I did away with that. I tried working on adding how many, I didn't know if I wanted to give him like multiple eyes or not, or just those are dents. I don't know what I was thinking here. Go ahead and, oh, I was trying to color him, find colors I like doing. And then I tried drawing like a little background because again, first day, I was just testing with things, adding like a background and stuff. There's the sky. Then I went and colored them all white. And then I went and colored in all the white and all that. Ooh, what was I giving them? Blastoise cannons? What the? I think I had that same thought when I went back to designing him recently. This picture I'm showing you right here was like the very beginning of 2021. So the fact I went like around almost an entire year of not having seen that, and I went like the exact same design process, like giving him like little shoulder cannon things or whatever. It's kind of cool. Oh, I gave him some spikes too. I want to see the spikes. I did give him spikes. I could see why. I guess I didn't go there. Yeah, I went and colored him a little bit more, and then I finished him off, and then later I went to like turn him into a PNG. I think I circled, what did I do? I think I circled that arm there, wherever that was, there. I think I circled that arm there just to show that like I wanted that arm to replace the left arm. But there was that for the golem. Then we'll hit done, we'll go back in here. Let me try to find the next one. All right, and then I guess for the rest of the golem was what I did in here at the card. So we'll go ahead, this is gonna be a big one, so go ahead here. Time-Lapse Replay. We're gonna skip pretty far ahead. I took the like little line art for his like little character and I brought that in here. I went and traced over it, and then I went on adding like a new shape to his shoulders. So I thought maybe I should add a little more for his shoulders to stand out. So I drew the little shape. I drew his arms. Wow, that texture quality is not good. Or like all the pixels and stuff. I thought about drawing like two little orbs, or maybe if I turned his whole body into like a big head or whatever, instead of like having like a little head on him. Went and drew like his little diaper and and drew the like little feet. Got him in, drew some shapes on him, and then I brought the old picture in so I could copy the colors I needed, so I could paste it over, copy paste it over, or fill tool it over. And working on the shading. Man, I wish this looked better. It doesn't look that good. I think it's just because there's so much here for the replay to like process that like it lowers the quality so it could do that. Yeah, that's the end of it. And then we hit done, and that's the end result. Now for the mimic I had the idea for the mimic where I was thinking kind of like Dark Souls, where like it would have like little limbs, but I didn't want to draw little legs because I thought that looked weird and I didn't think that that would fit on the card. So we'll go to Time-Lapse Replay here. Oh yeah, my werewolf I never finished. When did I start doing that? Ah, here we go. So I thought, all right, I'll draw it like a little chest, and then I'll draw like little hands that are coming out of the mouth, and they'll be like little, either like little like spectral like ghost hands with eyeballs on them, or it'll be like little like slimy gooey whatever, and then I gave him like a tongue because my idea was he'll use the eyes on his hands to see, and then he'll grab you with the hands to like pull you into the chest. Like basically his arms are inside of his mouth and he pulls you inside of his mouth, and that's how he like, you know, gets adventurers or something, right? And then I went through and I touched up on it, made it like the line art a bit more smoother, worked on the teeth, adding a lock to the chest. And then I thought about adding markings and adding like another eye on the inside, but I decided not to. I don't know what that line was for. Then I copy pasted them over here so that I had the original, so I could go back and if I messed up with the colors or whatever, I could just go back to it. And I tried a couple of colors. I tried purple with the hands and green on the tongue, and then messing with the chest color, messing with the eyes there. That was the original. I forgot all about it. Huh. That was the original color where he had like purple like ghost kind of hands and then like a green kind of gooey tongue. And then I ended up changing that so that they kind of matched each other. And then I ended up making them blue. And I kind of like the blue. I think it just looks better. Just to me, I think that looks better. Then I went and worked towards making a, what is this? Oh, that's a different monster I was working on. Spoilers. Oh, this was around Halloween. I was thinking of making like some sort of spider pumpkin. Ah, yeah, this is a spoiler. A little secret monster. I was thinking of making like a little pumpkin spider monster for Halloween, but that's where that came from. Is that it? Wait a minute, was that it? Yeah, I guess that was it. That was the whole design process for the mimic. And then we go up here, wherever that was, there it is. And then we go back and look at the mimic card. So I like how that turned out. I was wondering if I should put like little shadows on the cards. I'm thinking about that now. I don't know. And I may change like the background texture for the cards. I don't know, but these were the two new monsters I added, plus the little extra like 2 effects I made, the little spectral effect right there and the new bleed effect thing right there. So anyways, those are 2 new effects. This is just like, I guess you could say this is an update video too as well. It's just a project I do on my own time. I just do it if I have an interest in doing it, or I get like an idea that I want to try out, just making it. I still need to put these cards back into Tabletop Simulator and just see like how they look on table or whatever. But yeah, so these are the 2 new monsters and the 2 updated effects or whatever. So that's it for today's video. Oh, I never did his little health and stuff. Oops. But yeah, so these are the 2 new monsters I added. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like them. I like them. I really like the golem, how he turns out. I like the simple kind of like shapes for like monsters and stuff. I think that looks, to me, it looks nice and it's easier to draw too. But yeah, so that is it for today's video, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.